everybody, welcome back to the Iron and Oak Sawmill. Today's job, big old red oak, but there are issues with this, so let's take a look at the log. Some of our biggest problems here, what we need to do is cut 8x10s, 8 feet long, but we're just going to use the whole length of the log. But as you can see, rod hole, punky, this is still solid here, rot, and this goes all the way through and changes direction in this end of the tree. Over on that end, it runs this way horizontally. On this end, it's pretty much vertical. So I don't know what exactly we're going to be able to get from this. And I just noticed there's a big crack right here going all the way up. So we're going to try to squeeze one out of this half. Okay, and we got ant damage here too. We're going to try to squeeze one out of here. And on the bottom half, we're going to try to take one out of each side of this. But that's a big if. So we're going to try to make this work. Try to get at least 3 out of this one. It should be 4 to 6 of them almost. But with that rot in it, that just kind of disqualifies it. And again, of course, the rot continues up into the second log off of this tree, where it's got nice big rot in there. Coming around here to the other end, got a knot here. It looks like some ant damage working its way in there. And again, somebody put a little bit of artwork on this end of it. Not us, it was here when we got it. Again, this one runs horizontally. So at least with this one, this rot hole runs horizontally on this end and on the other end. So we're going to split it right in half and try to get 4 out of this one. I kind of doubt it, because I don't think we're going to have enough material. We're probably going to end up getting 2, but we'll see when we get to it. Dimensions on this so far. We've got, hold on one second. Okay. On the small end, 26 inches. With the bark. On the big end, about 31 inches, 32 inches with the bark. All right. So we can't just slice this right down the middle, because we have a clearance issue in the throat of the saw, height-wise. There's a clearance issue. We can get maybe 12 in there if you have the log positioned correctly. And of course, it's way too wide to fit through the throat of the mill. So some trimming is in order. We've centered the pith best we could. Guesstimated it with the rod in here. And we did the same on the other end. So we're ready to start cutting. We're going to take a trim slice off of there, get a nice flat surface to rest on, flip it over, start working from there. Okay, what we did so far was leveled the pith. All 4 sides were squared, and we split it just above the pith here. We couldn't get down any further. This was max right in here. That was, I mean, you can see the little drag marks in there. That's the bolts for the blade guide arm adjuster. So we were right on top of that. We were just scraping the sawdust off. And so we got her split in half, taking out this rot section. I'm thinking I can still get one out of here, and probably an 8 this way, 10 this way, based on wherever the rot falls out at the other end. So we have to look at that. This is a definite no. And the bottom half we can deal with a lot easier now. Plan is to get one out of each side of this. One of the biggest answers we're going to get is when we push this thing off of here and find out how bad the rot is in the middle. So let's get that done.
You want help?
Nah. Debbie, you're not gonna be able to move. I can barely get it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well, I mean, we knew this was going to be here because we're above the pith. And I don't know, folks, this doesn't look too bad. Does not look too bad. Off the deck here. 11 inches or so. I think we're going to be able to get our 2 out of here. How wide is this? 22. We could get 8 this way, 10 this way, I think. Depends on how bad these corners are going to screw me up, aren't they? Yeah, it's going to be so close with these corners. And this, yeah, this is going to come off, so.
Yeah.
I hate when they're this close. don't think we're getting anything out of this, because the curvature of the log here and this rot's another 1.5 inches deep, and we're at, right now, this thickness 8.5. So another 1/2 inch isn't going to make any difference here. This is, if the rot went straight through in a line, it'd be one thing. It zigzags all the way down through the log. Nice stuff, by the way. Well, I think the best I can do with this thing is maybe cut some boards out of it. I mean, that just fell in half over there, and I don't know. I'm disgusted. There's a lot of work. It's a big piece of lumber, and it's questionable at best. And what this is going to support, it's not going to work. It's already split here, right in the middle. Got a split coming up the middle. The only thing I can do is cut down through this and make boards. Make some 4/4 boards out of it. That's about it. And they'll all split in half right here anyway. So maybe I'll just cut that. Might get some nice quarter sawing out of it. Can't tell where the growth rings are right now. Well, they're not 90 degrees to the face, so that's where we're at. Over here at the new kitty hangout, and Deb put some boards on top of it, but you can see these boards are even just this dark stain up the middle. You probably saw it in the other parts of the video, but this side is just questionable at best. I don't know. He's just not bringing good logs. But we have some good ones. Maybe we can get them out of the logs we have here. We have to get approval and go from there, but these are questionable. All right, back at this little chilly morning out here. Back to this red oak job here on the mill, and fortunately these logs are too far gone to make any large beams out of or posts out of. So final word from the customer is cut as many boards out as you can and send the rest to the firewood bin. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's get started. All right, missed a bit there in the beginning, but we got maybe 3 or 4 pieces off of this, and the rest is like so much rot right down the middle, and it is split. We're just going to slice this piece in half, and it's firewood, unfortunately. every one of the boards we took off the outside just about now is very clear. We're starting to get into some of the earlier growth of the tree. We're not near the pith. Pith is still 6 inches away, but you see what we're dealing with. We're not going to splash any water today. Red oak, pretty nice. We're just now hitting a knot here. So all those boards out there for the most part are clear. Some have some rod hole in it depending on which side we came in through. Here's another bit of looks like a burl there. But coming in from, you can see we centered the pith either way just to get some nice straight grain boards. It makes them stable. There's too much angle to the grain, it wants to do weird stuff. So really nice looking boards. It's a shame we couldn't get the beams we needed, but hey, triumph out of tragedy is what you could call this one, I guess. It's a shame that the tree had to go this far before someone took advantage of milling it into lumber. Would have been nice beams, but unfortunately water and bugs got to it first. So all right, let's keep rolling here. Unfortunately, no 10x10s that the customer wanted out of these. I know initially we said 8x10s, order change, had to go up to 10x10s. Unfortunately, logs did not yield that, but hey, you get what the log will yield, and it did make some really nice 4/4, nice wide boards, especially on that second log. We do have some more logs on the way to make these 10x10s. We'll be sure to get a video up of that. Hopefully, we'll have some success with those, and we ought to get this one done. Coming up next on the mill, I think we're going to be heading out to the off-site mill to pick up the butternut and black walnut logs we dropped off there. We know there's some metal in them. He did let us know about that, so let's see what we got when they get back. It's going to have some really unique staining in them, which will make those some really nice pieces. What else? Oh, a custom order of white oak for a local restoration project. There's again big posts again, 8x10s, 10x13, 10x12, so big stuff. We're going to pull some logs out of the log yard and get those milled up. And hey, I believe it might be for post and beam, and if you like post and beam work, check out Nathan over on Out of the Woods Sawmill. He's got a video or a channel here on YouTube. Out of the Woods, Out of the Woods, OTW. You'll find him here on YouTube. He's doing a shop he's building over there, doing some post and beam construction, so check that out. He knows what he's doing over there. If you're into post and beam work, you can learn some stuff over there on his channel. And as always, I'm going to wrap it up here. And as we get things cleaned up here on the mill, if you have any questions, any comments, please put it down in the comment section. I want to know about any of the tools we're using, how we're running the sawmill, how we're getting the job done. Be sure to put it down in the comment section. We're glad to help you out. If you're interested in the Iron and Oak Sawmill t-shirts, the link will be down in the description. We'll have that's 76B t-shirts. Give them a call. Then to be sure to help you out. Really appreciate that. You help the mill out here, and you help out a local business for us around here. All right. And as always, I'd like to thank everybody for stopping out, and we'll see you out here next time.